When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
What the hell?
Well, they don't look like Cordras.
Wait, is the blood getting down onto the robes?
Yes.
Damn it. No, this is good. Is it just, it's straight up just a full-on robot though, right? Aside from the blood so far?
Well,
As far as you can tell.
you've seen the blood come out, but you can make an investigation check if you'd like to look at it.
I'm inspecting it. I want to, if I can find a piece of metal or something like that to start prying covers off and such.
Here, have a piece of metal.
I forgot.
I'm actually gonna start tearing off, not tearing off, but I'm gonna get this robe off of him.
I imagine Benjamin is just visible at all times to crime radar for massive amounts of littering.
Yeah. So, as you're investigating, as you like pulling everything apart and pulling all the robes off and things like that, you see that underneath, the arms and legs are obviously like you can see right through parts of them, and they seem to be covered in like this white strengthened kind of polymer.
Mm-hmm.
But when you reach the center, as Arsenal's like inspecting everything else, Scrap. Is there any like sort of private voice channel I can go to, like maybe like General for a second here?
Well, General's not private, but hold on, you and Scrap, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we could just move up to one and trust everyone not to go in there. Oh, I guess
Very
I'm
true.
going.
Yeah, I mean, I do have the power to drag and drop, so... I mean, Griff does
I guess
too,
the question is,
so...
do we want the private conversation recorded or us? Because now we gotta fill space.
Well, we're filling space, because, you know what? I don't want to know. And I'd
In
rather...
the shops, there's new merchandise. Critical roll whenever you get the whisper.
Right.
Yeah, there's like 90s infographic music playing in the background. It's like, do you like Firebrand? Well, you can be a part of our new heroes special plan today.
I mean, my
Funding
running gag...
orphanages
My running
and
gag
shelters
of...
all around the city.
My running gag of filler is always, I'll tell you about the Incarnations of Immortality book series. Because you see, in the 9th book, they replaced God with a hooker. Because God is a series of faces that are all, witnessing themselves in awe and haven't done anything since the beginning of time. Okay, here we go, we're back.
Okay.
Hey, we're back.
So, you see that, Scrap.
Scrap just kind of like, you see him kind of fiddling with the middle section. And, it's usually just kind of normal fiddling, but then it kind of becomes panicked for a second. And he just sits there, he goes, nothing, we're good. Keep on keeping on.
What? You okay, Scrap?
Yeah, I dropped something. Or something.
Alright.
What was it? What'd you drop?
I got it, we're good. It's in my pocket.
Okay.
I keep prying the covers off and stuff, trying to figure out where I have
You
a
need a bigger
suspicion,
piece of
but
metal, or a smaller one, or a sharper one?
Well,
basically I try to take this thing apart to figure out where the
yeah.
blood's coming from, even though I have my suspicions.
through your investigations with your check, you're able to find there is a lot of circuitry in here that is extremely advanced, and you can tell there's definitely some overlap with the interface between you and your suit.
So the designs are familiar.
Well, the designs are slightly familiar, but it's
the base designs are familiar.
yes, and the mostly the interface that you use with your suit to like move it with your body.
Okay. And so I'm making note of that. There's a couple places where my character kind of pauses and kind of touches a few things and looks a little concerned, and then moves on. And like I said, I'm wondering, so there's organics in here. If it's got that kind of interface, is there organics in here?
None that you can find, but the blood is coming from somewhere, and it definitely is blood, not some sort of red coolant.
Yeah.
Okay, so real fast. Because I'm assuming that their stuff would take a strictly longer amount of time than me just getting off his fancy clothes, right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
okay, so after I get it all off and I kind of have it draped over my arm, I go, check check that middle panel right there. And he kind of points down to where he was fiddling before.
All right, I
So
pop the
there's
panel off.
there's like a small kind of out of the way panel.
Mm-hmm.
When you pop that off, you like your hands immediately feel like this warmth, and you
Mhm.
look in, and there is this wall of just raw flesh inside, and you can see it twitching slightly.
All right. Does it look? Does it? If I was assuming this was like a like high level of cybernetic conversion, would that flesh look like normal for what would be left? Like this is what's left of a human, or is this something totally weird and out of place?
Make a technology check, please, without the aid
Yeah.
of Epic.
Yeah. Well, I have my own role for that.
Yes.
Epic is slightly better than
Okay.
me, but not much.
So it's not your main area of expertise, but you can tell this isn't some sort of genetically engineered biomass. Whatever this was, it was normal. Like it wasn't grown in a lab.
Yeah. This looks like like a high-end cybernetic conversion, full body conversion kind of thing.
Yeah,
what you're saying.
you've seen like this kind of raw flesh before
Mhm.
in like surgery rooms and things like that.
Yeah.
Also, those bugs.
The bugs were different.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you say that, but I'm really starting to crazy theory guy. You know, strings on walls. Really starting to put shit together now.
I create a corkboard.
So yeah, I'm like poking at stuff. This looks like some like total body conversion kind of thing here.
Yeah, but why would you only save the flesh? It's not
Because replacing some of the organs is
I was
difficult.
literally about to post that. Goddamn.
Well, no, I'm saying it's just flesh. It's not the organs or anything.
Well,
Well,
what you
we
can
don't
see
know.
is
I
flesh.
haven't poked further enough into.
Oh,
it
I
to
thought
see
you
what kind of organs
specifically
are there.
said there weren't any organs. You just said it was like a wall of flesh. Just like, oh, that's
Well,
weird.
like the musculature to help hold everything in place. You know.
It's like a cyborg all-around meat boy.
All right. Can I see if I can find some sort of storage device? See if I can pull that and to investigate later.
Does anyone have that sort of equipment?
What kind of
As
equipment?
long as I don't need electronics, I can take anything I need from or Benjamin can make anything I need to pull stuff.
Give them that
Here's some
thick
tweezers.
Tupperware. All right. So you managed to whip up like it wouldn't be like cooled or anything,
Yeah.
but yeah, you do have you can get some sort of container.
And so there's no. Excuse me. Let me back up. You misunderstood what I was asking.
Oh.
I'm not asking for storage. I'm not asking for something to store the organics. I'm looking for a hard drive / storage device electronically that might be in this thing.
Ah.
Would that not be in the head?
Yes. You are able to find a chip like that in the back of the head, which has been like partially crushed.
All right. Is there like gray matter inside that crushed head?
All you can see is a lot of blood on the back. It's where it seems to be leaking out of.
All right. I just pull that chip for now and pocket it. And it's like, all right, we don't have time to go into a full investigation on this thing, but this looks like some sort of. Anyways,
We could just take it with us.
we don't need to take this whole thing
Why not?
because it'd make a mess.
Well, put it in a bag. You can make a bag.
You
Fine.
need a burlap sack or a silver platter?
It has to
Heavy
be
duty
watertight.
plastic,
Yeah.
so that it doesn't
Can
leak.
do.
Garbage bag.
Garbage bag.
It's
Something
garbage
heavy.
day.
All right, so he makes a body bag. We stuff the body in the bag.
Yeah.
I don't suppose any of you have any, like, electronic sense of any sort.
Hmm.
I'm just
Hold
worried
on.
about a homing device or any sort of something like that.
Unfortunately, not on me.
I
wasn't
guess we
expecting.
can 9-volt test him. Does he have any, like, exposed wiring in his broken body before we put him in a bag?
Well, let's just say one of the legs drops off as you're getting an image of the sack.
I don't know what that means.
Well,
Yes,
one of
there's
his
exposed
legs.
wires.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take the wires and I'm gonna touch them.
There is a current, so your finger does get a bit blackened.
Hmm.
Some pretty high power for her to going through there to blacken flesh.
He's still active,
Ah, crap.
which means if he has some sort of communications device internal or homing device, it could still be active. Maybe
Maybe he's
just,
still alive and we could actually ask him some questions if we don't brutally murder him on the way.
or conversely, just put him in the bag and just slap the bag across the ground a couple more times.
If we don't brutally murder him on the way.
Well, he's dead. This guy just took some shit out of his brain. He's not gonna talk to you anymore. You just don't want him tracking you back to your base, is all.
There is that. Let's just leave it here for now.
What, in the bag?
Well, why not?
I thought we were trying not to leave evidence.
You're right. Fine, we'll take the bag with us.
So is that it? Are we just retreating now?
Well, no,
I
there's...
want to leave. I don't want to be here right now. This is getting too crazy for me.
And I'm feeling a little uncomfortable myself. This was more than I thought we were going to be doing and encountering. Otherwise, I would have brought my good suit.
Yeah, behind the mask, I'm all looking disappointed all of a sudden. Like things were starting to get good. You guys were all in on it, and all of a sudden you're like all uncomfortable, like we just killed a hooker or something.
I mean, let's all be honest. Killing hookers is not quite uncomfortable. That's fine. That's Tuesday.
All I have are more
What the fuck
questions,
is wrong with
though.
you, Scrap? Every day is fucking Tuesday.
Every
There's
day is
6
easy
other days in
and
the week.
unmemorable.
We gotta get you a new calendar.
I know,
Just
right?
the calendar on my phone has been stuck on Tuesday this entire time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you
Yes,
guys,
yes.
he like you said, he's got the robe draped over his arm. He's like, so that's I mean, we can always come back. This place isn't going anywhere. If anything, it might collapse because of the wall thing. That was stroke of luck. It didn't break yet.
Well,
Dust
no.
falls from the roof menacingly.
No,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
Ben has to fix it on our way out, remember? Because we leave no evidence of our...
I mean, if it's the Ordress, I wouldn't mind if they knew it was me.
Not
Okay,
sure they're the
so
Ordress.
carve your name into the wall, then.
I planned on it, but I thought tearing it apart would do better.
Yeah, but if you want them to know it was you, just drag your super powerful finger through the wall.
Right, Scrap was here.
Yeah.
I have a little more class than that. I'll make them work for it.
Or this place was Scraps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
make a
we'll
pun.
work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah,
I scrapped
workshop
this
pun.
place.
Yeah, that's more just the word. We need to make it, like, possessive, but at the same time a proper noun.
Okay, are we having this conversation as we're walking back, or jogging back, or running back?
Well, no, because
looks
also
like
you gotta remember there's a 10-foot climb up through a electrical thing, too, before we even get to a point. So,
That's not going to be fun.
we could just walk back and have
I
this conversation.
could just throw you up and have someone catch you on the other side.
Oh, you know what'd be cool? Put your letters of your name, Scrap, into the tesseract,
The
tessellated.
wire
No,
shenanigans.
no, into the tessellated area. So it'll be super confusing, like a puzzle they'll have to figure out.
Can someone get Scrap in binary?
11001111001111.
Yeah, I was actually gonna be. Are you being serious? Is
I
that
thought
actually
he was
Scrap in
until he
binary?
started to fade off at the end.
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, this is amazing. He actually knows. That's pretty cool. And then it's like, oh, he's fading. Oh.
No, I'm not. I may be into computers, but I'm not that good.
Hmm.
My character, on the other hand, 6 intelligence, eidetic memory, computer tech. Yeah, I think he could rattle off what Scrap would be in binary.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Scrap's gonna, nod and go, okay, I'll think about it. But we gotta get out of here first. Let's focus on getting this poor man, and he's gonna gesture over to Arsenal like, through a small hole in the floor without killing him.
Oh, now it's the ceiling.
Small hole in the ceiling.
Oh, that's right, because you guys cut a second hole. I'm the only one that came down the...
Yeah, you went over dramatic, and we are just like, oh my god, we just made a
To be
hole
fair,
and went
Ben
down.
believed me for a moment.
Well, to be fair, it's Ben.
Yeah, I mean, it's me. That's not saying much.
Also, now it's just a hole 10 feet up in the air. You guys are going to have to come up the same way I came down anyway. Because the wires are there. It's the only way to go up.
I'll pick you guys up.
You could just make a rope.
Or I will just climb because rope already exists in the form of wire. I mean, it's just a giant hole with wire going through it. It's already there. Why?
Because if I remember from the description, you had to squeeze your way through. It's
Yeah.
like pretty
Yeah.
packed in there.
Yeah, which makes it easier to climb up.
Some of us aren't that athletic.
Claustrophobia scream.
Oh, what was the name of that movie? The one where they wake up in the spaceship full of monsters or whatever? One of them has to climb through the wire?
Dead Space.
No. Shit, now it's gonna bug me. I can never fucking remember. They crash land on an alien planet for colonization.
Uh-huh. Can you give us a little more than that?
World?
The pilots went crazy, or one of the pilots went crazy. The entire basis of the movie is space madness. One of the pilots gets space madness, kills all the other pilots. The spaceship has been adrift, as you find out, for like hundreds, maybe thousands of years. And the people that have been going crazy have been like opening up the life pods of everybody that's been in cryostasis.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, they've been going long enough that they actually evolved into a slightly different race.
Sorta, yeah.
Oh shit, I've heard of that.
God, this is like a fever dream movie. Like, I've seen it, but I don't think it exists.
It
No,
is.
I know what he's talking about. I don't remember the name of it, but I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, and one of the scenes
Yeah.
is the guy trying to get through the ship, and he has to crawl through the like all the cabling and everything, and he like finds a dead guy's arm or something in there. But he has claustrophobia too, so I was just hoping one of you had seen the movie.
Nope.
I have, but it's been many a year.
This is like one famous guy in it. I can't remember his name, and now I can't remember what movies he was in. To try and backtrace him to the movie.
It's like Kevin Bacon.
No.
6 degrees. Okay. So you guys do manage to pass this body bag up through the floor. And you are able to work your way out of the building without too much trouble.
So tempted to cut those wires, but they would give us too much information. All right.
The power is going up, not down, so... They're not exactly taking it from that app anyway.
Well, the power's probably going up to the upper floors.
Pandorum.
All I can think of right now is to go back home to my library and do some research, but I don't like doing that.
Well, I'm pretty good at research.
Well, if you want to come over and read some books for me.
First thing I gotta do is get to someplace where I can work on this thing and make sure it's not transmitting.
Right, I suppose we have to take that home first.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay, so you guys are just hauling this guy out of here. You're just leaving the building.
Well, assumedly Ben is fixing everything along the way.
Yep, I'm fixing things on the way back out to at least cover our trail, fixing the hole that we made in the wall, maybe even taking like the rubble we made underneath and bringing it up top instead.
Okay.
Just doing a little sweeping.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
what part of the city are we in? Again, we're Reichsland or Reichstad?
You're currently in the Reichsland part of the burg, right on the edge.
Okay.
So, just a quick look back at the map. You are around here.
Oh, okay. And the Berg that's just a big old enforcement area?
Yeah.
City government, I think you said, basically.
Yeah. city government, a lot of voyagerists, a lot of like corporate headquarters are there. Yeah. Get back to the thing. Yoink. There we go. Okay.
Alright.
So is everybody filing out?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Actually, I'm gonna stash away the thing in, I don't know, like behind a dumpster or something. Not in a dumpster, because it's actually kind of a nice robe, even though it's covered in blood. But I mean, I think I want to spend the rest of my money here, so I'll do some shopping. You guys got all the tech stuff handled, right?
Yeah, we
Before you
got
throw
it.
that away, is there any extra iconography on the
I'm
robes?
not throwing it away. I'm just folding it and kind of stashing it behind a dumpster. I'm gonna
Putting
come back for
the
it later. I just
bloody
don't-
robes behind a dumpster. Perfect plan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back for it.
Now that we're
Yes.
actually in like very good, better light, I suppose. Is there anything on the robe before he puts it away forever and we never see it again?
Yes, before it's found by the cops.
Yes. Well, on the robe, you can see, like around the hem, there is like a pattern of the repeating spheres. Well, no, I guess they're not spheres if they're on the robe, but it's like the printed black circles along the bottom.
I see. Okay,
But other than that, there's no identifiers.
gotcha.
So, hey Benjamin, could you take the bag and take it to near the warehouse?
I think so.
Because me going via trying to toss a body bag in the back of an auto taxi isn't gonna work. I think.
Right, and I do believe Morph does at least say things that I can carry technically, quote, merge into the form. So
I think
can
it was
go
just
ahead
kind
and
of like
pigeon
a-
out as well with this.
I do like you
Hmm.
become
It
partially
is merely a
cybernetic for a
body
minute.
in weight, right?
I think it kind of functions the same way like shape change does in 5e, where it's kind of like it does whatever you really need it to. Like you can have it so like final fall off or they merge in your form. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it must be somewhat uncomfortable, though, right?
I-
I'm gonna
I'd
merge with
say-
his dead body for a little while.
Yeah.
Man, that bird has a really weird tumor.
Oh,
It's
kind
not
of looks like a
tumor.
guy. No, but
what are people feeding pigeons these days? Coughs of a finger.
so everybody's, I assume, departing in their own separate ways, and Scrap, you are going to go shopping.
Shopping, yes. I'm going to buy. I don't know. I think the last time I bought new clothes, they were immediately ruined by a time traveler getting all smothered over them. So, I don't know, something that has stain resistance.
Okay, sure.
Again, things you can buy today.
Sure.
Also, way to ruin that sacrifice. Downgrading his...
Well, I mean, you have to
Downgrading his
be,
saving your life
what's the
to
word?
ruining my clothes.
Pragmatic about it. And it's like, my clothes are now ruined. But yes, this man told me I have a great destiny ahead of me. But god damn it, I just bought this shirt.
Well, I'm sorry that he didn't slow down time, buy you a new set of clothes, and leave them freshly pressed at your feet when he got crushed.
He had all the time in the world. He could have done
Thank you.
anything.
It does.
He should have gone shopping one more time. Then he'd have extra.
You have a
shirts.
great destiny, Scrap. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. By the way, here's a new set of clothes, the keys to a new car, a gun, a new wallet, $25
Goodbye.
in spare change, a chicken dinner, 'cause you're a winner.
Next week, winning lotto numbers.
Also, you're my son. Goodbye.
Jesus.
So I do have one question for Arsenal. Do you
Mhm.
actually have any sort of expertise for like mythology, or do you have like jack of all trades or something? Or
No, you didn't tell me you're doing that kind of research. You said you just said you were going to research.
Yep. So I'm basically dragging you along.
Well,
I
not
need
yet.
a big brain to compensate for my lack of one.
First of all, I need to make sure this thing is going to be transmitting anywhere.
Right,
So
of
that's why
course. Yeah, I'm
I'm
bringing it over to you. You're going to spend your time on that, and I'm going to go read some books.
Well, no, I'm just going to do a couple basic tests to make sure it's not transmitting, and then we'll store it, and then I'll go help you.
Okay.
So don't take it directly to there. You know,
No, of course not.
I pick a corner that's like a block or two away, and tell them I'll meet you there. Basically,
Okay.
go into the warehouse, grab a few pieces of equipment just to check to make sure it's not transmitting or anything like that, and ensure it's going to be safe. Basically.
Right.
Okay. So you guys all go your separate ways. Ooh. Okay, so you all go your separate ways. And Benoomsies, I assume you'll be flying?
Correct.
Okay.
As Pigeon.
Make a perception check as you're flying away. Nothing's wrong.
Right, par for the course.
Do I want to hero point that just so everyone doesn't get completely ambushed and blindsided?
Suddenly, the aliens invade. They're here for Primus.
It'd be a great complication if the hero who's now basically powerless gets captured right now, wouldn't it?
Honestly, I would probably say just going on a whole adventure without your suit is a hero point, but that's me.
Like, haha, you misunderstand.
Oh, God, I remember this movie.
I often have entire sessions where nothing actually happens.
Alright, yeah. So I'll go ahead and just go, yeah, everything's fine.
Look at that bird! And you just like follow another pigeon.
A bird.
Damn, look at the tail feathers on that one.
God damn.
Watch it's like the pigeon nets of the city just, fire or something.
Yeah.
Gotta keep the population down.
And so Arsenal.
Mm-hmm.
As you're making your way back towards the
warehouse.
The warehouse, you are like glancing over the water occasionally. It's a somewhat nice view.
Yeah.
Make a perception check.
What do you see with your normal human eyes?
Not much.
It's not too hard to see, luckily.
Okay.
So what you see is
Godzilla.
I don't know how the Noomsies missed that.
Yep. So you do see what looks like a small, low ship sitting out in the water.
Okay.
And what you notice is it appears to be right at the location you usually come in and out of the water for your amphibious entrances and exits from your warehouse.
That's not good.
And you can see like this small light of a cigarette on the deck.
Mm-hmm. Anything markings on this ship or anything like that? Is there a particular kind of ship, like a fishing boat or something that would normally be out there?
It right now just seems to be a little just like a little maybe utility craft, like like some sort of tug.
Mm-hmm.
But it's lurking, and you can see that several people on deck, but there's one in particular that's just standing there smoking, looking over, but you can't really see who it is.
All right. Fortunately, I'm not going in and out that way this time.
Yeah.
So I go in the normal front way, just being normal old me who's eccentric and living here.
Okay.
Go get some equipment. Tell Epic to keep an eye on that boat. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay.
Is that boat loitering? Loitering is the most generic of crimes, by the way. You would imagine how many people have gotten beaten up in the city in the last day for loitering.
How many jaywalkers must die before the city is clean?
Actually, I just thought of that. If I wasn't afraid of him going overboard, that would be a fun way to take care of it.
Look, apparently, there's not a lot of major crimes happening all the time, so Epic has to keep me busy with all those small crimes, too.
Yeah.
He just has you like run across the entire mega city to go punch some guy who walked across, and it was like the flashing red hand with a 3 next to it.
Jeez.
But yeah, is this boat loitering?
Technically, no. It is far enough out that it's allowed to be there.
Did it pay its proper permit to be anchored here?
The algorithm does not know.
It doesn't know? He's not hacking
worried-
into every
I worried-
database?
No, I worried about street crime, not
Not sea
nautical
crime.
crime.
Not naval crime?
Pirates can invade, and you're just like, whatever. But as soon as they sit on land, then you're done.
Oh, God help you if the Black Pearl ever comes for us.
That'd be perfectly fine. As soon as they're on
No.
land, you'd be all over them.
Primus is sitting there just crossing his arms. So, I mean, technically, we're in international waters. They can free whatever they want.
Well, they're shelling
deal.
us. They're shelling us, but the moment they get over
He's
here...
shot by a cannon, and he goes, still technically international waters.
Violated my NAP. So, yeah, you nothing terrible happens.
Well, I'm not done with those people yet.
Oh,
I'm having Epic keep an eye on them because I've got. There's only so many projects I can do at one time,
Mhm.
and right now I got to make sure that if I keep this thing for study, that it's not gonna give away location or anything like that. So I said, I go into my workshop, grab a few pieces of equipment, some tools, come out, meet Firebrand where I said we would, and just do a few quick tests to make sure it's not like transmitting a location or any other data.
okay. Yeah, so meeting up at your location, you can test and find out that it did have some sort of wireless connection with something else, but it's
Okay.
been smashed into unusability.
All right. So we should be good with it. All right. So feel like buzzing a boat there, Firebrand?
Sure. What do you want me to do?
Well,
Should I go up and
there's-
say hello to them, or just take a peek?
I'd say you're out for a night stroll just to see if they react for right now.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna go take this. I'm gonna head back in and I'm gonna get suited up myself.
Okay. So I will go with my usual amount of tact and subtlety.
Which is exactly why I didn't suggest tact and subtlety.
Which is why Ben is
I
a
will-
walking crime zone in my eyes.
I will
Public nuisance,
swoop away,
disorderly
and then swoop
conduct.
back over the water, and come flying down near the boat with a few thermosfuls of coffee.
Okay, so you
Good
can come
evening,
down,
gentlemen.
and are you currently on fire?
I'm not normally on fire.
Okay.
Well, that's not the brand.
But you are in your Firebrand costume right now.
Yes, I am in my Firebrand costume.
Yes. So most of the lights on the ship are out, but you can see there are a couple cigarettes lighting up the night. And like one of the guys looks over to you. He's wearing like a bunch of gear. Let me see if I can show you what this guy looks like. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he?
Splinter Cell?
This son of bitch. Why he's so far? There he is. Looks like one of these guys. So he's got like his little hat. He's currently not carrying any weapons.
Oh, geez, don't these look just a little familiar?
Look out, he's got a massive hot glue gun.
Yeah, as I get close, I will of course do the line I said. It's like, long night, gentlemen.
So they're not gonna say anything for a while. But then one of the guys is like, "Oh, hey, Firebrand, I heard about you. Yeah,
Oh. I get around a little bit.
yeah. You know,
You
what's
guys might be a little cold out here. I brought
Oh,
you some
yeah.
coffee.
Oh, thanks. And like the guys start to gather around, and it's obvious that no one's really watching them at the moment.
Yeah. And I'll go ahead and just like take a little seat on like the side of the boat and just like pass out coffee, drink some myself.
Yeah. So you all kind of gather around. There's one guy who's like up top, he's got like a pair of binoculars. He's not coming down,
Hmm.
but everybody else is kind of like crowding around, like kind of like stomping to keep away the heat and rubbing their hands together.
Right. So I'll just, start like pleasant little conversation with them. It's like, so long night fishing out, huh?
Yeah, fishing for something.
What you guys after? What's the catch today?
One of the guys looks like he's about to say something, like he might start. Oh wow, and then and then one of the other guys like punches him on the arm, and like inclines his head sharply, and the guy's like, tuna, and then he gets punched on the arm again. and he's just like, whatever bites, and then looks at the other guy and he doesn't punch him, and he's like, yes.
So you come out here often then, huh?
Sometimes more recently.
How long you guys gonna stay out here?
Oh, night fishing's the best time to do it because there's not many people around. You can see what's going on. Well, he's gonna kind of like look at the dark waters, like, I guess not really, but you
Is
know
that
what
like
I
a
mean.
night vision goggle on top of your head?
Oh yeah. And
Oh, dude, which model is this? I think I like got one for sport like a few years ago. What?
Yeah. And he just says a bunch of jargon at you.
And I'll just like nod my head and go, yeah, I saw that like on a shopping site once.
Hey, can you make a perception check to see if they even got fishing poles out?
They definitely don't, do they?
No.
Yeah, but this is
This is
firebrand we're talking
entirely
about.
me, like, projecting my innocence upon them.
Perfect.
Not even questioning what's going on.
Yeah. Although one of them, like, because they're wearing like those little caps, one of them did have the presence of, oh shit, he's mega wide. I didn't mean that to happen.
No. Thick
No,
boy.
no,
That's
you
how
know
we
what?
noticed him.
There is a thick boy. He's shaped like that. And he did put like a fishing lure through his hat.
Oh, he's my favorite now.
Yes. Wait, just
I guess just to clarify, these were the guys who were working with the bald man before.
yes.
Yeah, there we go. So these are definitely Mordhau guys.
Yes.
Let me know when I'm suited up and I can get out.
All right, well, you have been able to suit up.
All right. So I go much, much further out into the bay than I normally do
Mhm.
before I surface, and then I do a couple quick rolls to shake most of the water off, and then come casually back by and happen to see my good friend Firebrand there, and swoop in closer. Oh, Firebrand, fancy meeting you out here. See if I need anything interesting.
Oh, no, I don't think there's anything interesting out here. I just
Yeah.
have a little bit of coffee, a little bit of a break.
And as you come down, a bunch of the guys kind of like start and they like reach for their hips, but they aren't carrying any guns.
Yeah, because more importantly, I came from the back side of the boat.
Yeah,
Opposite direction they're expecting me.
Yeah, they're like, and they're kind of like,
So wait, they're wearing all the armor, but they have no weapons.
none that you can see. They weren't
Okay.
like carrying them on deck.
Hmm.
I also immediately start scanning radio frequencies, especially now that when I see them, Mordhouse frequencies.
Yeah. So as you're doing this, there's somebody, like one of the guys immediately was like, I gotta take a leak, and he goes into the ship and steps down a couple of stairs inside.
Sometimes you gotta answer the call. Coffee just goes right through some people, you know.
Imagine
Let
how
me
it is.
tell you one time. And
Now-
this is probably actually me literally just fascinating them.
Yeah. Now, like, they now look extremely uncomfortable, but they're still like playing along. And meanwhile, Arsenal inside,
Mhm.
you hear over the radio. It's like, yeah, you were right, boss. He's right here. I think we got a good pin on his location. We just gotta start scanning and triangulating his movements. We should have the area within a few days.
Shoot, I don't have the transmitter. Damn it! I was gonna say I cut in and said no, you won't. No, I don't have the transmitter, unfortunately. So, anyways, looking down on these guys, that's some pretty heavy gear you're sporting for night fishing. You looking for the muggerfish?
Like without missing a beat, one of the guys says yes, and he.
Yeah, you should have heard him earlier. They're just here, out whatever bites,
Actually,
That's
I will
just the way it
say,
is sometimes.
I'll say it's the thick boy who says that, and he like grabs his hat, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a real fisherman, see?" And he like points at the lure in his hat.
Yeah, that's the new Mordhau tactical vest 327, right? Yeah, this should be good against muggerfish. They shouldn't be able to get through that. Of course,
Man,
from
that's
what
an
I
interesting fishing company.
From what I understand, though, the P37 they were coming out with had a much better anti-piercing problem. Less weight. Not so good on the heavy rounds, but
Like
basically showing off. I know exactly what they are, what they're doing, and
We're aggressively nerding at them.
as you're talking, like the guy's gonna be like looking at you blankly. Well, like of course he always is looking at you blankly, but he's like reaching up to his to like the little walkie-talkie on his vest, and he's gonna like talking to it. I think we're done fishing for tonight. And then it's like, well, it was nice talking to you fellas.
so this thing has a rear motor, right?
Yeah.
Well, I give it a little salute. Have a good evening there. I hope the fishing's better. Oh, and be careful about these old boats. They've been known to break down. And I turn and hit the engine with my mazer.
Firebrand just like literally sitting on deck, sips some coffee, looks over, it's like, oh, how'd that happen?
And like
I know these old boats are so unreliable.
And as you do that, everybody's just like hits the deck instantly. As soon as the mazer fires, and they're gonna just start like crawling towards the hatch.
Yeah, all I'm doing is disabling the boat so they can't get back easy.
Yep.
Have a good evening, gentlemen. Hey, Firebrand, I think I saw something going on a couple blocks over. We should go check it out.
Oh yeah, of course.
And
I'll just finish up here real quick. Go ahead, you first.
And as you're like talking about that, and as you're crawling towards the door, this one absolute string bean comes up. Wait. and he's like, he like comes out with a like pack of cards. He's like, "Hey guys, I finally found the cards!" And he like looks at them all crawling towards the door. Looks at
and the
you,
smoke coming up from the engine.
Looks at the smoking engine, and then just goes back inside.
Glad he found the cards. You guys might be here a while. And then kick in the thrusters and take off more.
Nice.
And I'll just be there, I'll finish up my cup of coffee and then I'll litter. Shuck it into the bay.
I mean, it's already pretty bad. At least the cup might sink.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll biodegrade. But
Eventually.
I'll look at them and I'll just kind of go, well, I'm glad we could have some fun here tonight, but I guess I just have one last question. Ignore everything. There's no bosses here. There's nothing. Nobody cares here. What do you guys want in particular?
To keep our jobs.
Iran will just kind of nod a little bit. It's like, yeah, I feel ya. Well, if you happen to lose some, I'm pretty sure I know some places that are opening up.
We'll keep that in mind. And this is as they're crawling towards the door.
Well, best of luck getting back to shore then. And I'll fly away.
Oh man. All right, and I think that's where we'll end it for today. Very nice.
Well, I think I know where my next PowerPoint's going.
Intimidate.
Increasing the security and secrecy of my base.
Yep. And speaking of which, everybody gets a PowerPoint.
Woo!
And also, Scrap,
Yeah.
get a hero point from what you have done.
Yay.
Now I really want to know what he's done.
It's like, oh no, he's done something that's fucked everyone over enough that he gets a hero point.
I'm sure we'll find out later.
Yes, you will.
Oh, I know there's a couple of things on my backstory that's gonna come and bite the group eventually.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure one god having his compatriots tear down the wall of another won't have any serious repercussions.
I mean, it didn't. We're good.
Yeah, as soon as you get back to your little penthouse there, you're not even at the library door yet. You hear, "What the hell do you think you were doing?" from all the gods that you get in contact with.
I'm gonna
This
wake up
this guy's bullying us.
I'm gonna wake up one night and there's just gonna be a jackal's head in my bed.
Where the hell do they even get jackals these days?
No, it's not a jackal's head. It's just the head of the squeaky turtle.
Oh shit.
No!
That's
Turtle
ins-
tap.
Turtle. Yeah. Motherfucker.
Oh, I love this game. This is so much fun.
Goddamn. Well, I'm
Uh,
glad you're enjoying it.
I'm definitely gonna go ahead and give myself expertise mythology, a thing I probably should have.
Definitely.
History's also on the table, but there's only so many points in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not even good at actually entombing people.
And also, I'm gonna say, like, as soon as it's like, aha, I get to do an interaction with goons, I like activate. I love being goons so much.
Goons are fantastic. I just want to hug them.
Like, I could murder you with a thought. Come here, buddy.
Want some coffee? Some gold?
How about some gold in your coffee and you throw it at him?
I could literally just sink the boat creating stuff.
She- like, hey, do you want a ton of gold? Yeah. No, wait, stop.
Just keep making rocks and be like, oh well, let me try again. Set it aside and just, man, I just can't get it. I'm trying to make a really big one. Just drop a boulder and go, oh shit. Good luck.
It just goes through the deck.
Don't worry, I'll try again.
But you're polite about it. Before you leave, you make some life or life rings and throw them out.
Of course, we're not out to viciously murder them.
Hey, that's why I only shot their engine out when they're out there in the middle of the bay.
The life rings are not inflated.
aren't life rings like foam though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, you're thinking the airplane life vests.
Yeah.
And even those are still just life jackets, so.
Yeah.
Nice.
This was a lot of fun.
So, the plot chickens.
No, he's a
Indeed.
pigeon.
So were you expecting us to go further down that, or were you expecting us to
No.
nope out like that?
You went in the wrong direction.
Oops.
Should have gone left.
Well, we
No,
didn't.
actually,
If Arsenal had a suit on, he probably should have been like, all right, let's just fill this entire thing with napalm. But he didn't, so he cannot spew napalm from his wrists. You do have napalm, right?
Actually, you should have. I was expecting you to actually go to the Ordrist section next of the building, but you never did.
Well,
Oh, I thought we were going towards it, or at least that was what I was
no.
thinking.
My thought was because from what I remembered from before, and the research we did, there was something heavy duty going. There was something heavy power draw going down at the underneath, and then they stopped, and then they sold it. So that's why I figured, well, we probably won't find the original equipment there, but we can find something that gives us an idea what they might have been doing.
I guess we all got
I figured
distracted of
it'd be
going up
safer.
from the wires that we found because we all decided to go down suddenly.
Yeah.
Well, no, we went down because it was the sub basement. I was
No,
Right, but
expecting
we
no,
didn't
like-
see like where the wires actually fed to.
Mhm.
we never went up. I was still looking to see if we could find whatever equipment they used to have down there.
Investigation
And-
scene number 2.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go breaking into Ordrus places until I have a reason to.
I'm sure they've
Well,
committed a crime.
They are a
They are actively or had committed a crime actually.
What's that?
But the
All I
thing
need
is
is
that
the
they're-
headset to say they've committed crimes.
Primus,
Well-
what? They do bad things. Okay, just fucking.
well. See, that's the fun thing now is I'm realizing I can manipulate Primus all I want. Since Epic controls the algorithm, I can sit there and point him to whatever direction I want.
I
now.
mean, you say that. We both know that I'm down for it just as much as you are. I'm probably as smart as you.
yeah.
I just play off that I'm an idiot because it's more fun.
It's the
That's
ADD,
the thing,
man.
like I don't see your character as being an idiot. I see them as being completely reckless.
Yeah.
I love mayhem. I love chaos. I love
And
doing
being
fun
two
stuff.
reckless immortals is kind of hilarious.
Yeah. So I'm saying
But the best-
you can manipulate me all you want because it's fun. But yeah, I think we both know it's not really manipulation. It's like you put up a sign that says, "Hey, you probably have a lot of fun over here," and I'm just gonna come running anyway.
Which is basically what I do. I just
Yeah.
label it a crime.
Because I mean, you gave me a visor that'll track crime down, and then I manipulated it myself. So,
Which I don't know about yet. So
well, I mean, you probably do. I mean, you gave me a visor, and then I showed back up again, not wearing the same thing you gave me.
oh, okay. Well, when you say manipulated, I thought you meant you adjusted the electronics or something, not just.
Oh yeah,
put it
no,
in a
no, no. I
mask.
haven't done anything like that. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not
One
messing
of
with
these days,
Epic.
though, one of us will buy a flashlight.
Well, I
Yes.
have one on my suit.
And a
Actually,
phone,
hold on, do I
apparently.
have one on my phone.
Apparently, you carry a phone around with a flashlight on it, but forgot about it.
Well, I honestly I figured that'd be pushing its functionality for a 2-point.
That's
I
fine.
just got a cell
Literally,
phone that's a computer, camera, and GPS.
literally
no
the
phone.
same thing
Nope.
happened in our last playtest of Vital Hearts game. Is I was trying to make a torch or something out of like a broken headlight of a truck and a mirror or something, like make a spotlight. And they're like, you have a phone, right? Your phone has a flashlight on it. I'm like, fucking hell! I'm just trying to do something cool. Let me do something cool. I'm trying to MacGyver the situation. You need to point out that I got this thing.
Alright, so my MacGyver solution to this situation, I'm going to take this gunpowder, which will ignite and fire this bullet at the person.
I mean, to be fair, I was just thinking earlier that if Ben can only make simple things, he could still Rube Goldberg up a massive device of really simple things that does
yeah.
complex things.
It reminds me of the time where I had a character who gave a autocannon shell to a child, and when he asked how to shoot it, I said, "Hit the back with a hammer."
Oh Jesus!
Well, I mean, all you have to do is take
Oh
something
god, that kid's
hot.
dead.
Well, I mean, all you have to do is take something hot and put it to the end, too.
Yeah. I'm responsible. I got a hero point out of that interaction.
So I think I could get a hero point out of all this. I don't think so. I gotta fish for more of them. I need more of them to feel my constant ability to aim and attack in the same rounds.
Yes.
Fucking
that-
Benumzis is just like, what do I do? What do I do? Well, what did Scrap do? And Scrap's like, I destroy a city block. I destroy a city block.
Wait, no!
No, like improved aim plus power attack plus using a hero point to do in the same turn. God damn. That's good.
Good stuff.
Perfect. Well,
Just
I'm
burn
thinking
4 hero points in a turn.
it's 11:30 for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
12:30 here.
Yes. Go to what? What? Wait. I thought you were on the East Coast.
I'm central, so 10.
Oh, I thought you said 12:30.
Yeah, you did say 12:30.
Okay, good.
I'm dumb then.
I'm like,
I was thinking-
are you in the ocean?
Well, I mean, Newfoundland, I think, is one time zone ahead of East Coast.
It is half an hour
Okay.
because Newfoundland has to be special. No, I have no hard feelings against Newfies. It's a nice place. Kind of.
That's right. You're up in Canada.
I am of the Canada.
It's just cold.
Fucking leaf. It snowed today.
What?
It snowed today.
It's March though.
I
It
haven't
is.
seen snow in 7 years, 6 years.
Because you're in Florida. It snows down there. I mean, the nuclear bomb is hit.
I wasn't even in Florida when I saw snow. I was in Alabama.
Alabama.
Then a nuclear bomb must have hit. Does it snow in Alabama?
Are you sure you
Yes.
weren't in West Virginia?
I don't know how you can make the mistake.
Country
West
roads.
Virginia.
But one is north and one is ironically west. He does not go west to get to West Virginia.
Look, I know where like 3 states are.
You do go west to get to West Virginia. I mean, you can go north, but by and
Wait.
large, you will go west.
Isn't West Virginia south of Virginia?
It's
Well, it's
also
kinda south-
a lot
south
of it's
and
to
west.
the west of Virginia as well. You might find that due to your interpretations of both Southerners and map makers, they're not all stupid. They can identify which parts of a map and the locations and geography they're in are west of a location.
It's a little yin yang-ish.
Southwest Virginia.
Yeah.
Once you really get past like the Mississippi River and kind of past the Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, the states start to make more sense, excluding Texas.
Well, to be fair, at
And
that
Idaho.
point, then they were being, I would say carved out, but they were being drawn on the map by later periods of people.
Right, but I mean, like you ask, like, "Hey, Michiganders, what do you think of Ohio?" They'd be like, "I'm gonna fucking kill an Ohioan for no reason." Like you have to go to Washington and ask them how they feel about Oregon. They go, "Well, there's some hipsters, I guess." We don't have the the West Coast does not have the animosity of the most of Eastern states.
Unless you're into rap.
Wait. Okay. So, whenever I look at a map of the United States of America,
Mhm.
I always forget that there are states that exist.
No, it's fine. We forget about the Dakotas all the time.
You talking about the states that exist that aren't actually even attached to the country?
Well, no. Like Vermont.
Oh,
Oh, the
That's a
smaller
state.
states like Rhode Island.
yeah. We
Yeah,
got
New
50
England,
states,
we just kind of lump it together. That's why they only have one football team.
I thought Delaware was like a part of Maryland.
No.
Okay, hold
It's
on.
its
I
own
got
state.
something for this.
As somebody who grew up in Maryland, no.
The meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Never heard
Oh well then. Let me get it for you. There it is. There it is.
that. Say, there what is? Where are we looking?
There.
That's alright. You guys watch Archer? Because I currently
do.
live in Myrtle Beach, which is constantly referenced as a shithole in Archer.
I've heard about
Nice.
Myrtle Beach.
Where is Myrtle Beach again?
South Carolina.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, fucking cat.
Why? It's like literally a big tourist location. It wouldn't have a reputation as a tourist location if it wasn't worth coming down here. So, I don't know. Fuck you.
Hey man, Niagara Falls is
I have
reputation as a
no,
tourist location.
Yeah, I mean, I have no real, attachment. I am where I am.
I am.
I have to
where I
be
am.
somewhere, right?
That is correct.
I always wanted to move to Alaska, though. I just want to be a place where it's going to be dark for, like, I don't know, a month.
Oh, does Alaska have isolation pay?
think they have the pipeline thing.
I don't know if they have isolation pay, but every resident gets a stipend every year as a portion of basically the profits on the Alaskan pipelines.
We call it the "you survived" bonus.
Yeah, no, because
Here's a check for putting up with our shit.
because if you live in northern Quebec or Nunavut, or anywhere like any one of the territories way the fuck up north in Canada, you get tax breaks, like considerable tax breaks, just for being in that depressing of a location.
Yeah, but Canada already said it didn't want us excess Americans.
Excess America.
You remember all those people that said, well, if Trump wins the election, we're out. We're going right up there to Canada. And Canada
It's
was
like,
like, no thank you.
We do not want.
It's like, we're getting enough Asian immigrants already. Please stop. We don't even know if British Columbia is still Canada anymore.
True.
Have you seen Vancouver? Pretty much like Hong Kong.
No, but yeah.
Seattle suffers the same problem. My brother works over there as a real estate agent, and he's kicking himself for not learning Mandarin because these guys are coming over and just paying in cash for properties they've never even seen.
Whoa.
I mean, there's people doing that for Japan, too. Going over from here to Japan, though, because apparently it's cheaper to own property in Japan than it is here.
Really?
Yeah, apparently.
That seems so backwards.
You ever seen the Twitch channel Far From Subtle?
Sorry, far from what?
Far From Subtle, FFS TV.
No.
They're a Canadian group, the game reviewers plus game players, whatever. But they moved to Japan and they like documented a bunch of their stuff.
Mm.
Apparently, it was a lot cheaper to live in Japan than it was in Canada.
Everything's a lot more densely packed over there. I have two friends.
Right. If everyone's like in the same city, then like of course.
And then their infrastructure is just a lot better. Like their public transportation is amazing.
The
I.e.
pushers.
actually having it. Wish there was some out here.
Wait, what do you mean no public transportation?
There's like the local city bus, and it takes like far too long to get from point A to point B, and it doesn't even get you where you want to anyway.
Yeah, our public transportation
terrible.
isn't that great in most places. It's better in some of the metropolitan areas, but still.
Yeah. No, I live in the most civilized part of Canada, southern Ontario. So we do have lots of public transportation, which is nice. But no, you know what? I'm not going to complain about what my city's doing because that's what.
Well, I just
Why
want
not? That's the American thing to do.
I just want to ask you real quick, Tompkins. Are you next to an oscillating fan, or are you playing this game by the highway?
Well, okay. Remember I said something earlier about something being hot. There was one of my roommates downstairs cooked something, and it smelled fine downstairs, but when he got upstairs, it just kind of smelled like heat. And so I popped my window open, and I am kind of by a road, and it carries real easy when the window's open. So I'm sorry.
Okay. No, I'm not complaining. It just sounded like it, so I was just trying to figure out if like you were next to an oscillating fan or a highway.
No, if I was by a fan, I'd let everyone know. I didn't, and this mic just picks up everything too well.
Mm.
Oh, I also did find a town in Ontario called Pringle.
Yeah.
It is right by Hemlow and Heron Bay.
There are a great many strange names.
And northeast, there's one called Hornpain.
Horgpain.
Hornpain, and Horn is Horne, and Pain is with a Y.
Very special.
And even Google Maps doesn't have a proper picture of it. It's just kind of blurry.
Well, you know what's the name of a it's a strange place name in my area. There's a nice local waterfall that everyone likes to visit called Balls Falls.
God damn it.
There's also a town in
Perfect.
Newfoundland and Labrador called Dildo.
Famous for the poke and stroke.
There is a place called, it's just kind of menacingly called Happy Adventure.
Yo, that means you're gonna die.
Well,
That's
I guess
all it is.
If you call it menacingly, yeah.
Oh shit.
Welcome
There's a
to
place.
the Happy Adventure. Wait, no, it's not menacing either. I don't know how you say it menacingly.
It would just be like, "Welcome to Happy Adventure."
No, that's like
Enjoy
depressed.
your stay, for it shall be
Your
eventful.
last.
There is a town in northern Ontario called Swastika.
Wow.
So
When was Canada founded?
it was the town was founded in 1907.
So before the swastika became evil.
Yes. And when the provincial government tried to change the name in 1940, the town like ripped down the sign and
Wait.
replaced it.
They tried to change it in 1940
Yeah.
before Canada became involved in the war.
What? Canada was in the war with the British.
Canada? Yeah, of course they were. Wait, why did Canada go to war with Britain?
Because they went with the British.
Right, that's what you said.
Yes, I mean, and as they went to war
With the British is what you said.
my God.
accompanying the British.
You talking about like the American War for Independence?
Yep, in 1940.
No.
Oh, no, okay, 1940. I was looking something up and wasn't paying attention to the
No, it's fine.
conversation.
I love this conversation even more
That
now.
worked out so perfectly. It was amazing.
This is how us Americans sound even more ignorant all the time.
In the second great conflict, this one taking place between 1939 and 1945, in which the Germans were involved, Canada was on the side of the British and entered the war with them because Canada loves England because he's a little bitch. He's like his daddy. He's like his papa.
Yeah, like Australia.
Yes. But
I'm
yeah,
saying, like, almost immediately. You said 1940 they tried to change the name. Like, they didn't
Yes.
even... The news of the Holocaust was not even out by then.
no.
They didn't have any association that the swastika was actually super evil. It was just a foreign power's symbol.
Yes.
The equivalent of the German Reich deciding to make their flag the happy face.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like if Australia went to war with New Zealand, and and Australia changed its flag to the happy face, and some middle-town America decided, no, I don't want to be called Happy Face America anymore. Before you realize that they were murdering all the New Zealanders.
I think it's more of like, our town is called Swastika. We're currently at war with a place that uses the swastika. Sorry, Swastika, Canada town. We gotta change your stuff. And they're like, no! This is our town. We were here first. And they just go, how many people have you killed? Do we have a war yet?
Oh, I thought it was the
No,
other way around.
we're changing your thing.
That swastika wanted to change it, and Canada's like, no. You wear that badge. Preferably like a star on your chest. Oh,
God
bad
damn it.
taste.
Oh no, but
Oh my God, I just got that. Jesus Christ.
you get a gold star.
I did it. I was looking at it. Oh, sorry. I'm doing the Google Maps thing where you kind of drop yourself. And I just dropped myself somewhere in Canada, and so I'm looking at the beautiful roads.
I thought you meant you were playing GeoGuessr.
That's a big mistake. It's like drop yourself place in Canada, 90% chance, nothing. But I gotta say, my favorite name in all of Canada is the town called Head Smashed In Buffalo Jump. Just from when Native Americans would just yeet buffalo off the cliff to kill them. Great. Very wholesome.
Wait, who would?
Yes, I remember the 1800s where people yeeted all over the place.
The buffalo would be yoked over the edge.
Yeah.
No, but and one thing that I always forget is we actually do have a desert in Canada. I always forget that.
What blew my mind was one day somebody told me you guys had a rainforest up there.
We do. It's
That blew my mind.
Yeah,
I never.
That's a matter of definitions, right? Because, I mean, a desert is just a place that doesn't have a certain amount of rainfall per year. So you can have frozen deserts.
Well, I get the frozen desert because, yeah, like you said, but a rainforest, I always pictured, hot and muggy and all that sort of stuff,
Like the
tropical. But northern
the-
Canada
have
has a
a-
rainforest.
the-
We have a
the-
rainforest on our side too.
Yeah, the BC rainforest looks like that.
Well, you also got to
It's
imagine
it's
that the
wet
maps are
and it's gross.
drawn weirdly. The world doesn't look like the way the map is.
Yeah.
Greenland is huge. Wait,
Well, it's like it stretches the closer you get to the top, and it stretches at the
Yeah.
bottom too.
circles are dumb.
Well, thank
They're
God
super
the map
fancy.
isn't a circle; it's a sphere. So
I mean, if you can find a way to
well,
take a
that's
map and
what a map is for, finding your way.
pretty. You got me.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm on every sentence.
Well, gang, I'm gonna head out for tonight. I gotta unwind so I can get some sleep.
Yeah,
Good idea.
get tired
I
here
was-
too.
You guys next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
see you
good
later.
Good bed, everybody.
I'm getting the fuck.
Thank you.